Farming comes with its ups and downs. As you see, these are ready seedlings, cabbage to be specific, ready to be transplanted. I put them in a small section. They are ready to be transplanted. I will be transplanting them tomorrow. But there's something we call pre-harvest and post-harvest losses. Let me talk about pre-harvest losses. Pre-harvest losses are the losses that maybe as farmers we incur before we even start thinking of harvesting, or even before the crops mature. For instance, you can see a few leaves here have been punctured, and this should be maybe some pests, specifically diamond backmoth or some caterpillars. If you leave them untreated, and it's very difficult, by the way, to practice organic farming. It's very difficult and very easy at the same time. Now, if you leave them untreated for some time, we'll come to something called pre-harvest losses. That's what graduates now to this, just before they start bulbing, before your cabbages start bulbing. If you don't take care of these fellows, you can see how that leaf is punctured. But this one has been taken care of with some pyrethrum based spray I used for this last week. If you don't take care of them early enough, when the cabbages just start forming heads, this is what happens. Those fellows hide in here, and then the cabbages are ready just for the market before you even start harvesting. I'll show you in one of my next videos. You'll see a cabbage that is looks like a tattered ball. So those are some of the challenges that as farmers we go through. Another pre-harvest losses, maybe let me show you a few tomatoes that I've just harvested. They are premium tiers, premium joys. They all come in equal measures. Now, for instance, I wanted to do minimal tomatoes, but with minimum or without having any spray routine, but just fertilizing. But I realized that it is very, very difficult doing tomatoes or horticulture without some of these chemicals. But you have to do it but when you do it in moderation, it's possible. But again, the pre-harvest losses will be much. For instance, you just see, these are some of the things that farmers don't show you. Most of the farmers will want to show you something like this, or not even that. Most of the farmers will want to show you something like what? Let me just, okay, close to that. After selection, this happens. This is the first harvest coming just from the farm before we do any sorting. Now, some of the pre-harvest losses it can be caused by poor feeding program, poor climatic conditions, pests, not taking good care, and then at times also rodents. Like for instance, this tomato is a very good tomato. Didn't have any pests, the tutor or whatever, but you see, I harvested, there was a time I got like half a bucket of tomatoes that are very good but eaten by rats and birds. So those are some of the pre-harvest losses that farmers encounter before this reaches your plate. There are tears on the background that people don't show you. But we don't give up. Next project again will be tomatoes. See you in September.